In this lecture, we will talk about optical telescopes. These are the objectives of this lecture. First, I will describe theories of light. Then I will explain refractor and reflector telescopes. Finally, I will explain Folder Newtonian and Cassegrain telescope models. Topic number 3, light and telescopes. 3.1, light. There are three main theories regarding the behavior of light. The first theory is called Newton's corpuscular theory. In this theory, light behaves as classical particles, and we apply laws in classical mechanics to explain the phenomena such as reflection, refraction, etc. Second theory is called Huygens wave theory. Wave properties of light are considered in this theory. The third theory is called quantum optics. Again, the particle properties of light are used in quantum optics. The particles are called photons. 3.2, optical telescopes. 3.2.1, refractor telescopes. Lens combinations are used in refractor telescopes. Because we focus the telescope to a far away object, the rays coming from the object are parallel to each other. Then the first image is formed at the focal point of the first lens. The lens closer to the object is called the objective. The lens closer to the eye is called eyepiece. The focal length of the objective lens is f0. The focal length of the eyepiece is fe. The first image is formed at the focal point of the first lens. The first image is I1. I1 is just inside the focal point of the second lens. So the final image I2 is a virtual image. Also, I2 is larger than I1. The angle subtended by the object at the objective lens is theta naught. From the triangle inside the lenses, tan theta naught is equal to h over f naught. The angle subtended by the final image at the focal point of the second lens is theta. So from the triangle in the right hand side of the picture, tan theta is equal to h over fe. The separation between two lenses is approximately f0 plus fe, but it is slightly less than f0 plus fe. f0 and fe are the focal lengths of the objective and eyepiece respectively. The distance between two lenses is approximately f0 plus fe. The size of the final image I2 is larger than the size of I1. I1 is a real image, but I2 is a virtual image. From the diagram given in slide number 6, tan theta naught is equal to h over f naught. For small angles, tan theta naught is approximately equal to theta naught. Also, tan theta is equal to h over fe. For small angles, tan theta is approximately equal to theta. The angular magnification is defined as theta over theta naught. Here theta naught is the angle subtended by the object, and theta is the angle subtended by the final image on the telescope. And finally, the angular magnification is equal to f0 over fe. When f0 is larger than fe, m is greater than 1, so the telescope can magnify. Radius of the objective lens is capital D. Radius of the eyepiece is simple d. The focal length of the objective lens is f0. The focal length of the eyepiece is fe. Here we consider a parallel ray coming to the objective lens. Then from the diagram, tan alpha is equal to capital D over f0. From the other triangle, tan alpha is equal to simple d over fe. And finally, the angular magnification is equal to capital D over simple d. When capital D is larger than simple d, m is greater than 1, then we can get a higher magnification using the telescope. By increasing the diameter of objective lens, we can increase the magnification of the telescope. An objective lens with larger diameter provides more details of the observed object. If we increase the diameter of the lens, then the telescope becomes heavier. To avoid this problem, a concave mirror is used in some telescopes. These telescopes are called reflector telescopes. 3.2.2 reflector telescopes. All modern research telescopes and large amateur ones are of the reflector type. In use of lens as an objective, the chromatic aberration takes place. Chromatic aberration can be avoided by using a mirror in reflector telescopes. This design is called Newtonian design. Here we use a flat mirror, parabolic mirror, and the eyepiece. Here the eyepiece is a lens. Here you can see the folded Newtonian telescope design. Here D1 is a concave mirror, D2 and D3 are flat mirrors. We can see the final image at the bottom of the picture at the focal point. Using flat mirrors, we can reduce the length of the telescope tube, which in turn reduces the size of any dome needed to house it. This design is called Cassegrain design. Here D1 is a concave mirror, D2 is a convex mirror. We can see the final image in the right hand side of this picture. Cassegrain design is used even in famous Hubble telescope